Okay, so welcome back to my set review series. Today, we will be learning all about circles. So, sa pagkakaalam natin, ang circle ay isang something na mukhang ganito. Tama? Pero ano nga ba ang technical definition ng isang circle, no? So, ang technical definition ng isang circle is that it's a figure, no? It's a figure that consists of all points equidistant from the center. Okay, so anong ibig sabihin nito? Meaning, meron tayong center dito, which is obviously yung gitna ng circle. Let's say yan. Meaning, lahat ng points around the circle ay same length pag mineasure mo from the point to the center. So, equal yan, equal yan, equal yan, equal yan, equal yan. Okay? And we call this distance, now we call this distance as r, or the radius. Okay? And then we call yung whole distance from one point of the circle passing through the center to another point in the circle, okay, as the diameter, or d, okay, as the diameter. Okay, so basta yung radius yung maikse, yung diameter yung mahaba. So, from the definition, no, we can say na itong point na to, okay, if we graph this in the Cartesian plane, no? If imagine natin nasa isang Cartesian plane yan, yung radius na yan or the length r ay equal sa square root ng x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, no? Using just the distance formula where yung h and k is the center, h comma k. Okay, so meaning we can graph a circle kapag meron tayong equation na nasa form ng x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Okay, and remember, h comma k is the center of the circle. And r is the radius of the circle. Okay? So tinatawag natin itong form na to as the center radius form or the standard form. So, meron pa tayo isang form, which is the general form. So, the general form is kapag ka-in-expand mo to. Okay? Magiging x squared plus y squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0, where yung c, d, and e are all real numbers. Okay? That is the general form. So, let's do a very short example. So, kunyari, sabi sa atin na hanapin daw natin yung equation ng circle with the center at, let's say, 2, negative 3, and meron siyang radius na equal sa 5. So, gamitin lang natin yung center radius form, no? X minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, x minus h squared plus y minus negative 3k squared is equal to radius, which is 5 squared. No? And kapag sinimplify natin to, this is basically x minus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared is equal to 25. So, paano naman kung pinapahanap sa atin yung center? No? So, let's say, another example. So, kunyari, meron tayong equation of the circle na x squared plus, let's say, y plus 2 squared is equal to 3. No? So, ano yung center ng circle natin? No? So, this is basically x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, tignan mo lang yung corresponding na variables. No? Ito, walang h, so meaning h is equal to 0. Ito naman, y plus 2 ay y minus k, so meaning k is equal to negative 2. Tama? Ito naman, r squared is equal to 3, so meaning r is equal to square root of 3. No? So, ganun lang kadali. So, gawa naman tayo ng medyo mas mahirap-hirap na example, no? So, let's say, meron kang 2 points. So, let's say yung points mo ay -3, 2, and 5, 6. And sabi, ito daw ay 2 points in the circle, okay? And ito daw yung endpoints, no? Endpoints of the diameter. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, kung meron tayong circle, okay? So, gawa tayong circle. So, for example, ito yung -3, 2, kunyari lang and ito yung 5, 6. Okay? So, yung dalawang yan daw ay endpoints ng diameter and alam natin na yung center ay nasa gitna nilang dalawa. Okay? So, pinapahanap sa atin is ano yung equation ng circle. So, paano natin hanapin yun? Una is that we solve for the center. And paano nga ba tayo magsosolve ng center? Yung center ay nakahati niya yung diameter into two equal parts. No? Tama, ito ay radius and this is another radius. Okay? So meaning, itong point na to ay yung midpoint ng -3, 2 at saka ng 5, 6. So paano nga ba tayo kumuha ng midpoint ulit? It's just the sum nung x coordinates divided by 2 and the sum of the y coordinates divided by 2. So that will be -3 plus 5 all over 2, comma, 2 plus 6 all over 2. So ito yung midpoint. And ito actually yung center. So center. So the center is at 1, 4. Okay? So ngayon, hinahanap natin naman is yung radius. Okay? Kasi kailangan natin yun para sa center radius form. Tama? So how do we solve the radius? Alam natin na yung center ay nasa 1, 4 and alam natin yung from 1, 4 to 5, 6, yun yung value ng radius. Okay? So we can do that by using the distance formula. No? So d or r is equal to the square root ng from this point to this point. Okay? So this will be 5 minus 1. Okay? 5 minus 1 squared plus 6 minus 4 squared. Okay? And if we solve this, this will be equal to 2 square root of 5. Okay? So there's another way to solve yung radius, no? Pwede mo naman sabihin na i-solve mo yung distance from -3, 2 to 5 over to 5, 6 and then divide mo by 2. Tama? So pwede mong sabihin na yung radius ay equal sa square root ng 5 minus -3 squared plus 6 minus 2 squared all over 2. No? And yung sagot din dito is 2 square root of 5. Kasi basically, you are measuring the same thing naman. No? Okay, so ngayon meron na tayong center, meron na rin tayong radius, so pwede na natin isulat yung equation ng circle. So yung center mo at 1, 4 and radius at 2 squared to 5. So remember, yung center radius form is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to 2 is equal to r squared. So x minus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 2 squared to 5 squared is 20. Okay? So, ito na yung sagot natin. So, ganun lang, no? And I hope to see you again next time.